Hello, my dear Forex students. Eric Were here once again. I'm very excited to have you in this lecture. Welcome to lecture 10 of the Liversity Forex Trading course. We are halfway into this course of the Liversity Forex Trading course, and I'm very excited to introduce you to our last technical trading tool. I love this tool, and it's called the Fibonacci retracements. If you had not watched the introductory video and lecture 1 all the way to lecture 9, please pause right there and check the links in the description. Ensure you watch the introductory video, you watch lecture 1 all the way to lecture 9 in order for you to have a clear foundation of what to expect in lecture 10. And if you have watched all these lectures, then go ahead and continue watching this video. Hit that like button, and if you have not subscribed to the Liversity channel, please hit the subscribe button and stay tuned. Before we get deep into the lecture, let's just revisit our Liversity Forex trading timetable to have an idea of what we are going to cover in this lecture. As you can see, according to our Liversity Forex trading timetable, guys, in lecture 10, which is the third lecture in week 2, we are having introduction to Fibonacci retracements as our part 1. The Fibonacci retracement levels are very important foreign currency trading tool. And then part 2, we will be able to cover how to draw Fibonacci retracements, and then part 3, as you can see, how to trade using Fibonacci retracement levels. That's basically everything we are going to cover in this lecture today. And without consuming much of your time and my time, let's just head over to lecture 10 and see what we have. And as you can see in the screen, the Liversity Forex Trading course lecture 10, Introduction to Fibonacci Retracement. And in the document, you'll be able to read about the Fibonacci retracement levels and how traders came to adopt this trading technique or to adopt this technical trading tool. First, the Fibonacci retracement of Fibonacci was discovered by a scientist called Leonardo Fibonacci, a mathematician in the 13th centuries. You can't be able to get all the history of the Fibonacci in the background in the document. Ensure you open the document in order for you to read for yourself. And as you will come to learn, there are very important levels that are looked at in the Fibonacci retracements, and these are like percentages, and there are three: 38.2 level, 50%, and then 61.2. Ensure you go through the document, because I can't just read everything to you and yet you have the document right there with you. You'll be able to go through it and be able to discover how to do it. Let's go over to the chart and be able to see how to put Fibonacci retracements on your chart. And a Fibonacci retracement for me is just a hybrid tool. In lecture number 9, we talked about trend lines and remembered lines. Fibonacci is simply a hybrid tool that is a combination of the trend lines and remembered lines. And for you to draw a Fibonacci retracement, you need a highest level and a lowest level. If it is a downtrending market, you'll have to connect the highest level and the lowest level. And if it is an uptrending market, you'll have to connect the lowest price in that session to the highest price. As you can see in the screen, that is the USD card chart. Let me just go over to another chart, like the Euro USD chart over there. And as you can see, this is the 1 hour chart. During this session, the market was trending upwards slightly over here from, let me say, let me just use a trend line from here, from this point here all the way to this point here. So you can see it's a trend line that is landing upwards, so meaning the market was trending upwards. So for you to draw a Fibonacci for an upward trending market, you will have to, let me just delete this trend line. You'll have to come here to an F, as you can see in the menu bar. Alternatively, you access the Fibonacci under Insert. You go to Objects, and there you have Fibonacci retracements. So To draw Fibonacci retracement levels for an uptrending market, you simply have to connect the lowest price and the highest price in that session, and you'll be able to see the most important Fibonacci levels coming up. And as we saw in this document, in the lecture over here, there are three most important Fibonacci levels, and these are just percentages. The percentages used most by the market are 38.2, 50, and 61.8. These percentages are applied to any significant trend that extends from a low to a high or from a high to a low. For example, if a low to high extends 100 pips and then tops out, the 38.2% retracement will round to 38 pips from the high. The 50% Fibonacci retracement will be 50 pips from the high, and 61.8 pips will be rounded to 62 pips from the high. Traders measure these levels from the extreme and anticipate corrections that could pause or stop at those levels. So we usually use these Fibonacci levels to predict support, most importantly, and areas of resistance for that matter. And as I told you, Fibonacci retracement tool is simply a hybrid tool. As you can see in the notes over here, you simply have to go through it in order for you to get a deep understanding of the Fibonacci retracement. But all I'm going to highlight to you now is that it's a hybrid tool. It's a combination of trend lines and remembered lines, and the levels, the three most important levels we traders use in the Fibonacci are 38.2, as you can see, and then 61.8 and the 50%. Those are very important levels. Heading over to the chart, as you can see, if I connect the lowest point and the highest point during this session, let me say this point to this point, you can see the levels coming out. We have the 0%, 23 point something, then 38.2, 50% in the center, 61.8, 100%, 181.8, and much more. Let me just go to another chart. We see what comes out. I'll go to the USD CAD, Canadian dollar. So let me just go over the horizontal lines we drew last time and delete some of them to make the chart clearer. And there we go, delete. You simply double tap on the horizontal line to select it, and then you right click and have it deleted. There is a second one over here. Double tap on it and then right click for delete. As you can see, the moving averages, the blue one is the 100-hour moving average, the red one is the 50-hour moving average, and the price is now at this point. As you can see clearly from this point, let me use just a trend line again. Over here, this seems to be the lowest point during this session, and this seems to be the highest point during this session. It was topped out by this yellow line, which is our 200-hour moving average. It acted as a zone of resistance, and the market couldn't break the 200-hour moving average. In order for you to draw a Fibonacci retracement level, or Fibonacci retracement levels for that matter, simply go to Insert. Under objects, you go to Fibonacci. Alternatively, on the menu bar, we have this F here, and that stands for Fibonacci retracement. So for an uptrending market, like from this session over here up to here, the market was trending upwards. As you can see at the red line, this is our 50-hour moving average. When the 50-hour moving average was broken, the market tended to continue trending upwards, an uptrending market, and then until it broke the 100-hour moving average, kept trending upwards, and then the 200-hour moving average acted as an area of resistance. The market couldn't go any further. So we connect the lowest price, this seems to be the lowest price, to the highest here next to the 200-hour moving average, and we get our retracement level. So we do is just drag our mouse over it up to this level on the tip of the highest price, and we get our levels. As you can see, in an uptrending market, we have the levels beginning with 100% on the lower side, and then we have 81.8, 50%, 38.2, and then we have 23.6, and then we have 0%. As you can see, these levels are very important. They can help you to predict how to trade. Let's just have an example. When the price touched the 0 area. That was the where the Fibonacci 0% level converges with the 200-hour moving average. It couldn't break that level. So if you are a trader and had sketched these Fibonacci retracement levels, you'll definitely be able to sell, because it will be an opportunity for you to trade with low risk. You simply place a stop loss slightly above the 0% level, or the 200-hour moving average level, and from that, if the market, or if the price broke the 200-hour moving average, for that matter, or the 0.0% level, you take a small loss, and then you can enter into the market on the right direction and be able to retrace and make profits for that matter. It's as simple as that. And if you want to really prove that this tool works, you can see the moment the price hit this level, that is 0.0 Fibonacci retracement level, it retraced back all the way to the 23.6 level, around 23.6. Let me draw a horizontal line to complete this over here, or at the 23.6 level. And then from there, the second candle broke the 23.6 level. Very important. So at the moment the 23.6 level was broken, it was an opportunity to sell, because once a Fibonacci level has been broken, when the price is below a Fibonacci level, is an opportunity to sell, and when the price is above a Fibonacci level, it is an opportunity to buy. As you can see, it bounced from the 0.0 level and then dropped all the way to the 23.6, broke the 23.6 level, and dropped all the way to the 38.2 level. Let me draw a horizontal line there as well. 38.2, it is at price level 1.2022, and then from there it broke the 38.2 level, which coincides with the blue line, that is this blue line. As you can see here, the 100-hour moving average. When the 100-hour moving average was broken, the price was below the 100-hour moving average. For a technical trader, if you have been following my lectures, will know that is an opportunity to sell. And coincidentally, the 38.2 level is the same line with the 100-hour moving average, just like the 0.0 level was at the same level with the 200-hour moving average. So these tools work in conjunction with each other. It is like a law of nature. The Fibonacci tool is just like a law of nature. There is no tricks about this. If you can know how to trade using Fibonacci, and then you will be able to become an expert trader, and you'll always predict where the market is headed to, because most traders are using these tools. So if a level is broken, like when the 38.2 level was broken, which coincides with the 100-hour moving average, it was an opportunity to sell. And if you sold and placed a stop loss slightly above the 38.2 level, just suppose the market reverses and starts going higher again, you'll be able to check out with a small loss, and then you can be able to buy, because you can buy against the 38.2 level as long as the candle is forming above that level. And as you can see, it broke the 50.0 level all the way to the 61.8 level, a very important level. And let me just draw another horizontal line at that level. And as you can see, at 61.8, this level is acting like a point of resistance. It's like the price can't go any lower than 61.8. And as you can see, it is kind of consolidating, or non-trending for that matter. And for traders, for technical traders, when the market is non-trending, you simply know it is an opportunity to wait. But with your third eye, that is the Fibonacci tool, sketched on your chart, you can be able to watch and see the next move. If the price breaks the 61.8 level, and then for sure it will be able to roll down all the way to the 100% level. And if the price remains, bounces off the 61.8 level, then it will go all the way to the 50 level. It can retrace back to 61.8 or go all the way to 38.2 level. That is how the Fibonacci tool works, and it's as simple as 1, 2, 3. Let's just go back to the lectures and see part 2, what Fibonacci retracements do. Fibonacci retracement are ways for traders to anticipate and measure a correction in a trading market. Since they are also static lines on a graph, they are also very helpful in giving traders borderline levels where they can execute low risk trades. Traders can get on a trend by trading against a Fibonacci correction level. They can also do it with a defined risk. Fibonacci retracement can also be used to trade correction or counter trends. To do this, another tool like a moving average or a trend line in conjunction with the Fibonacci is used. As you saw, we were comparing the moving average and the Fibonacci, and as we saw, the levels were matching. Where there was a Fibonacci level, then the moving average could also coincide. For instance, at the 0.0% level, you can see the 200-hour moving average hits at that point, and at 38.2 level, you can see the 100-hour moving average also is at that point. So you can trade using the moving average and the Fibonacci to give you a clear picture of what to do. For instance, if you combine the Fibonacci and the moving average, you'll know that when this big red candle dropped past the 100-hour moving average and past the 38.2 level, it was an opportunity to sell. And if you entered the market here, sold over here, and placed your stop loss slightly above the 38.2 level, the 100-hour moving average, then that is a low risk trade. Should the market reverse, you'll make a small loss and then be able to buy against the 38.2 level and make huge profits for that matter. Going back to the lecture to just wrap up things, how to trade using Fibonacci level. You connect the lowest point to the highest point for an uptrending market, and the lowest price level to the highest price level for a downward trending market, as you saw me doing in the charts and on the mobile. And then part 4, there are examples, of course, under part 3. You will simply go through those examples in the document that I've attached for you guys, and then be able to see, compare what is in the example with what I've shown you in the video. And then there is a second example for that matter, and a third example. Part 4, how Fibonacci retracements fit in my trading toolbox. On one side of a Fibonacci retracement level, the bias is bullish. Very simple. When the price is above a Fibonacci level, like right now, the price is above the 61.8 level, and that's a good opportunity to buy because this level is acting as a point of support, and it just dropped from the 50-hour moving average, and now it's trending above the 61.8. If it breaks the Fibonacci level 61.8, then it will drop like a rock all the way to 100% level, and then it will be stopped out at around that level. So let's just go back to the lecture and see what we have there. And then on one side is bullish, on the opposite side the bias changes to bearish. These borderline characteristics of Fibonacci lines also helps to define the risk for traders. For instance, if a trader buys against 38.2% Fibonacci retracement level, the stop should be if the price fell below the calculated level. If the trader sells against the level, the stop will be if the price moves above the level. As a result, risk is well defined. With risk defined, fear is minimized significantly. Very true. Fibonacci retracements also offer clues about the strength of a trend. You can also use Fibonacci retracements to end a trend or add to a position on a trend. Some even use them to trade counter trends for even more profit potential. Counter trends can run hundreds of pips, and there are ways to anticipate them just like trends. In my book, you'll be able to learn what to look for and when. I have a book I've written about all these technical trading tools. I'll share that book with you in lecture number 15. I'll give the book to you for free in order just to empower you. I could be selling this book to you, but I'll give you for free in order to empower you. All you have to do is to ensure when you're opening your real trading account, open with my broker, so that when I present live trading videos to you, you can be able to trade the same spreads with me, the same markets with me, and everything with me. Brokers can also create a difference, and the reason I'm asking you to open using my broker is because it's a trusted broker, well registered, a very trusted broker, and for that matter, I can assure you that your money will add value to your life. Where you invest your money, it will really add value to your life, because your broker can either break or make you. That's why I really urge you to open using the links that I'll give you. In lecture number 11, we shall be able to see forex brokers and how you can be able to sign up using my brokers, the brokers I trade using, the ones I trust. I'll be able to reveal to you in lecture number 11 and be able to give you the links, my affiliate links, to open using my broker, so that when you invest using my link, at least I can be able to earn a commission. I didn't charge you anything for this course, neither will I charge you anything for the free books that I'll give you that I've spent time to write. All I'm requesting you to do is to watch out every video that I post on Liversity in order for you to have a clear view of how to trade, and in order for you to trade with me, because using the experience I've had in the market, you can be able to copy, replicate the same, and learn from me in order to become an expert technical foreign currency trader. So I'll be posting 2 videos every day, analyzing the market, the news, doing the technical analysis with you early in the morning to prepare you for trading in the day. So ensure you watch out every video. I'll be posting the first video at around 7 a.m. East African time, so you can be able to anticipate the market. If there are any fundamentals coming up or any news coming up that will affect the market, I'll be able to analyze for you and tell you where to trade or where to put your money, because you know we always put our money where our mouths are. In part 5, other technical trading tools, you will be able to read through and be able to see. I have sent the document to you for free. That is it for this video, guys. The only thing I'll urge you is to support me by opening your foreign real trading account using my links. In lecture number 11, we shall talk about forex brokers, and I'll be able to reveal to you some of the brokers that I use and how you can open your real trading account using my links in order for you to enjoy all the benefits there are for opening using my brokers. Until tomorrow, when we meet in lecture 11, ensure you are able to clear the backlog. If you have not watched the introductory video in lecture 1 all the way to lecture 9, ensure you do it before going any further. And then in lecture 11 tomorrow, ensure you open your emails and be able to see me teach you how to open your real trading account using my brokers. And then in the description of lecture 11 tomorrow, you'll have the links to 2 of my best brokers. The choice is yours. You can open using both. I trade using both because of their ease of withdrawal, ease of deposit, the narrow spreads, and much more. Tomorrow we'll be able to learn what to consider before choosing a foreign currency broker, and I'll be able to reveal to you what made me choose my type of broker that I'm using now, and why I'm encouraging you to sign up using those 2 brokers. That's it for this video, guys. See you again in the next lecture tomorrow, lecture 11, where we shall be tackling foreign currency brokers and much more. Until next time, stay safe and may God bless you.